Okay, so this magnificent freaking contraption that cost me roughly $26-ish, 24 I guess, because there was one part I didn't use, at the hardware store, is a piece of 7/16 all thread, a piece of pipe. This is literally just holding so I can use this contraption because trying to do this on the tabletop was not working. This is a coupler, so lots of thread engagement, as much as I could possibly get. I've got a 5/8 wrench stuck in here, so obviously that's solid. A couple of thick washers, grade 8ers in here. This is a, what is this, 15? Yeah, this is a 15 half-inch drive socket to get the depth, and it's like a 0.84 diameter, I believe, where the piston pin is 0.92. This is a piece of 1-inch pipe that on this one edge I had to grind down through the threads and make it as freaking thin as possible to get it to clear in between the piston top and where the pin is set. So that's what that took. Like I said, 1-inch piece of pipe, ground flat right there. And then this is literally like, this is a bushing washer for shocks. And the reason I put that on there is when I had this against a flat washer, this was just wobbling around on it and wasn't staying straight. This, being for the bushing, has a nice little ridge in it that kept that centered and made it way easier. I can't tell you how much better that was. It's a harmonic balancer washer. There, nice and thick. And then just some random washers that I did put oil in. I cannot stress enough, if you're going to try doing this, put oil on everything. Grease it up, oil it up on your threads up here as you're running in between your washers so they can spin freely. I mean, in front of the nut. I was not having any luck, and then I added some oil to the mix, and voila, everything went smooth as silk. As soon as I did that, everything worked much, much better. So, I'll take that off. So there's this convoluted concoction of stuff here. And there's your piston pin. Slide that off. And there you have your piston, your pin, and then your free connecting rod, ready to go with new pistons. All right, hopefully this helps somebody. I saw one online that actually the guy was using a 5/8 all thread and couplers just like I did. I would actually recommend doing that because this, if you can tell, the threads did start to strip just a little bit and mushroom where the coupler first made contact and got pressure. Like I said, I didn't oil this the first time. I should have. That may not have happened if I had. But if you went with 5/8, it would be much easier, I would imagine. The only problem is this will not fit on a 5/8 all thread. So you're going to have to drill this out, or that's originally why I bought this. I thought maybe I could make this piece of pipe work. This is 3/4 inch galvanized pipe. This outer diameter is actually the same as this socket. It's like 0.8486, so it will absolutely fit into the hole from the piston pin. You might try something like this. I would recommend getting a longer piece, taking your cutoff wheel or your death grinder and just knop that off on each end to get rid of the threads, so you have a solid tube with a thicker wall where you're making contact, because that's what I noticed when I first tried this. You might be able to see, yeah, the threads busted right there, and it started going sideways through the piston, and I was worried it was going to gall the center of my connecting rod. So I went and grabbed a socket that worked, and that way I could make sure that it was a nice smooth transition, so it didn't gall anything. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Hopefully that helps somebody.